So, do you remember in Infinity War, I think it was specifically Infinity War, not Endgame, where it is Infinity War, where Thanos is like balancing the thing on his finger, he's like, look at it, perfectly balanced, as all things should be. That's kind of how I felt watching Pokemon in Northern War this week, because last week I was like, man, this Lapras Whalmer episode is the perfect encapsulation of everything I want AIM to be a master to be. Like, this is a perfect episode of this, like... Sorry, I saw the way the sun was coming in, and I think this is a better angle. Even though I have to hold it with my left hand, and it just looks weird, but we'll go with it for now. Anyways, like, this is the perfect encapsulation of what this show needs to be, at least what I am looking for it. And then you have the episode this week, which is kind of everything I don't want it to be. This, to me, was the worst episode. Now, I will be honest. I actually liked the story of it. The thing with, like, the Bayonet. Yeah. Sorry, there was, like, I guess that was, like, excess of a fingernail. Whoops. But they were like, yeah, it was this doll that was beloved, ended up getting lost in a move, and then it turned into a ghost, which I looked it up. That actually is part of that Pokemon's Dex entry. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. And, you know, I'm also just thinking in my head, when somebody loved me, everything was beautiful. But, like, I actually liked that story quite a bit. So I don't want to be like, this episode was terrible, I hated everything about it. Like, no, that was good. But what have I said, like, every week? I want to see returning friends. We didn't get any. And no, Misty and Brock don't count. Because at this point, they are part of the main cast. It's not like, cool, we finally got the May and Max episode. No, it still doesn't happen. Like, oh, well, hey, we got to see Primate, Pidgeot, Goodra, Larvitar. I was like, who's the one that I keep saying every week that I really want to see? That's the one. It's like, did we get the episodes with them? No. All right, well, did we see, like, returning Pokemon in, like, rotation? We saw 2, Gengar and Dragonite. They don't count because they were part of the Journeys team. They had 100-something fucking episodes to, like, get their screen time and do shit. Some of the other Mons still fucking haven't. And so I'm just watching it going, like, why is this here? Like, why is this an aim to be a master episode? Now, we do get the, like, you know, Ash befriending a random Pokemon and how that's showing him being a Pokemon master. And again, like, I liked that. But the fan servicey part of this, which it's the epilogue to, like, 1,200 episodes. Again, as I've said, like, every week, I want it to be fan servicey as hell. I want to get closure on the traveling companions. The old Pokemon, both ones that are no longer in Ash's care and the ones that are. I want to see them do cool shit. So an episode that gave me none of that, I don't think it's a good episode. I don't think it's a good aim to be a master episode. You know, if this was just like an adventure from anywhere else, this would be great. But, yeah. But next week's the Team Rocket episode. Next week is the episode where it's like, alright, Team Rocket and like a bunch of their old Pokemon are getting together for one last Pikachu heist. That is the kind of thing I want to see. Now, granted, like, I'm not getting closure on any of Ash's old human friends or his old Pokemon, but this seems like this is the closure for Team Rocket, and we're seeing some of their old Pokemon. And if fucking Arbok and Weezing, like, yes, there's other Pokemon that they've let go in the past too, like Dustox, they're a Alola family. But if Arbok and Weezing come back in this episode, I'm gonna be so excited. I'm excited to say goodbye to Team Rocket. And that sounds kind of bad out of, like, man, I'm excited to say goodbye. I always hated those bastards. They're like, no, but this is the anti-penultimate episode of Ash Ketchum's Pokemon Adventure. And this is when we're saying goodbye to Team Rocket, who have been there since episode 2. Not in every episode. Some appearance, they haven't made every appearance. But since episode 2, out of, again, like 1,200, they have been in well over 1,000 episodes of television. And it's time to say goodbye. That's actually really exciting. Like, it's that, like, I can feel the nostalgic twinge already, like, but that's what I love. I love that just on paper, this episode gets me really hyped and really sad at the same time. So hopefully the balance continues. It's like, well, we get a really good one, then we get a really bad one, then we get another really good one. And if that trend continues, then it'll go, the Latios episode won't be very good, but then the finale will be amazing. Which, a soul for a soul, I guess. And then we got Northern War. So again, kind of keeping with the balance. Pokemon was not good this week. I thought Northern War was pretty good. I thought it was great. Again, once Reen got introduced, like, properly, and it's like, cool, we're no longer in Erebonia, we're in Northumbria, the show got a lot better, because we are focusing on the politics. I guess technically, I think it's the episode after Reen gets properly introduced to Lavi, then it's the episode where they run into the intelligence division. It's like, we're actually moving now. And again, like, what did I want in this show? I wanted to see the cool shit during the war, like, there's one scene in particular. But for the most part, I want to see Northumbria. I want to see Northumbria's culture. I want to see their politics, all the shit going behind the scenes. And that is what we're getting. We're in a full-blown coup now. They're under martial law. The guy in charge is like, I didn't kill the guy who was in charge before, but, I mean, I was gonna. The fact that he was already dead when I got here, that's suspicious as hell. Clearly, there's something else going on here. Also, I'm gonna take this and use it to my advantage. Like, yeah, why not? I'd do the same shit. I mean, I wouldn't try to get a guy killed, but hey, I mean, like, if I'm on Survivor, there's a shitty situation going on, I'm like, well, I can use this to my advantage, so, I hope that's the thumbnail. Oh gosh, that'd be so funny. This week's episode of Pokemon and Northern War, the thumbnail's just, Oh, that's so funny. But anyways, yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying where it's going. On the one hand, I'm like, I want to see where it goes, but I'm also like, I know where it goes. War breaks out. And I know how the war goes. But I am kind of disappointed that it took, like, there was buildup, like, because we're still in the buildup, because the war hasn't happened yet. So there was, like, a chunk of episodes of buildup to the buildup. It's like when Atlas was like, hey guys, here's an announcement for an announcement. And you're like, I don't know. Because, like, I just kind of want to get to the really, like, I'm enjoying the build, I'm enjoying the politics, but I also want to see the cool shit. And it does not seem like that's going to happen. It seems like what's probably going to happen is war is going to break out, and that's basically going to be the end of the show. Like, alright, stay tuned for season 2 of Northern War when we actually explore the Northern War. But, do I enjoy it? We've gotten to the point where I can unironically, or let me rephrase that, not unironically, unbiasedly say I do. I mean, there's still the Kaseki bias, but it's less of, I'm watching this because I'm a Trails fan and I like the cameos, and more of, I am watching this because I'm a Trails fan, but it's giving me what I signed up for, so I'm actually enjoying it. I think this is episode 9, so I think there's 4 episodes left. I don't know, maybe that's enough time to start the war and have it come to a swift, decisive end. Which, I hope it just doesn't, if they do that, I hope it doesn't feel rushed. Just saying it out loud, like, boy, that sounds really rushed as hell, but hopefully it's good. Hopefully it stays good and stays interesting, and hopefully the Team Rocket episode is fantastic.